The Karate Kid movies and Cobra Kai series have been lying to us about one character in particular, and that is Johnny Lawrence. Keep watching to find out why. It's been stated multiple times in the Karate Kid movies and the Cobra Kai series that Johnny Lawrence is a two-time All Valley Karate champion.
Defending champion, Johnny Lawrence of the Cobra Kai, the two-time winner of the All Valley Under-18 Golden Trophy.
Oh, I stand corrected. Fellow two-time All-Valley champion, Sensei Johnny Lawrence.
And this makes sense. He lost in 1984 to Daniel, so he must have won in 1982 and 1983 or something like that. But that's not correct either, because it's also stated at the end of Karate Kid Part 3 that Daniel is the only person, the only fighter to have ever won 2 consecutive All Valley titles 2 years in a row. This means that Johnny would have had to have won the 1981 and 1983 titles and not won 1982. But this also can't be right, because when Kreese visits Johnny in juvie, he says that during his father's first All Valley tournament, he drew a kid named Vidal and lost in the quarterfinals, meaning he did not win the championship this year.
But the moment I knew he was the real deal was his first All Valley. He made the quarter, but he drew a kid named Vidal. Vidal was a third-generation black belt. Your old man lost, but he didn't make it easy.
But it was also stated by Johnny in Season 1, when he gave Miguel his gi, that he wore this when he was training for his first tournament back in 1981. If he didn't win the 1981 championship, and he didn't win 2 All Valley titles in a row, how could he have possibly won 2 All Valley titles before fighting Daniel in 1984 if he didn't win 1982 and 1983? It just isn't possible, it just doesn't make sense, and something just does not add up about this.
I wore this when I was training for my first tournament back in '81. Would you have it?
Maybe Kreese got it wrong and it was actually his second tournament in 1982, or maybe he meant it was his first tournament as a champion, but he specifically says to Robbie, it was your old man's first tournament or something was to that effect, and he drew a kid named Vidal and lost in the quarterfinals. And it's definitely stated before Johnny's fight against Vidal in the semi-finals of the 1984 tournament that he is a defending 2-time All Valley champion. But then how has he not won 2 titles in a row if he didn't win 1981, he didn't win 1984, the only 2 years it was possible for him to have won was 1982 and 1983, specifically because he wasn't at the 1985 tournament, Daniel won that, and by that point he would have undeniably been 18 years old or older, which means that he could not fight anymore in the All Valley under 18 tournament. Emphasis on under 18 because Daniel theoretically would have actually been 18 when he fought Mike Barnes, but he was allowed to fight. That also makes absolutely no sense. So, who's lying? Is it Kreese? Did he just get it wrong in juvie? Was it the announcer who said in the 1984 tournament that Johnny was a 2-time defending All Valley champion, but he actually wasn't? Was it Johnny or Daniel who said to whoever the other guy was in the modern Cobra Kai tournaments that he was a 2-time champion, but he actually wasn't? Or is Johnny a 2-time champion? He just happened to win 1981 and 1983. Which is what a lot of people say when you look up online which year's tournaments did Johnny win. It says he's the 1981 and 1983 champion. However, he lost his first tournament to Darryl Vidal in the quarterfinals, and apparently he was training for his first tournament back in 1981. This means that for all this to make sense, it would have to be Johnny who's lying just to Miguel in Season 1 of Cobra Kai. Maybe 1981 wasn't his first tournament, but it was the first tournament he competed in that he won, and he fought the year before and lost. He must have then lost in 1982 as well, but this is still very unclear, and the only people that truly know are the original writers of the series and the writers of Cobra Kai. So if you want to ask, go ask them. But that's all I really have to say on this matter. There's not really any solving the mystery, because it's just something that I cannot say for sure. I can give you my best opinion, but I'm pretty sure you're sick of hearing that. So that's going to wrap it up for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to drop a like below. You can feel free to comment below what your answer and what your thoughts are to this mystery, and I'd love to hear it and see it. Feel free to leave any video suggestions in the comments below as well. Thank you for helping me reach 500 subscribers and for supporting the videos, and I'll see you in the next one. It's been your MMA Maniac, and remember to stay amazing. Bye. Also, a quick note, do you prefer it when my face is in the videos, or do you prefer it when it's just completely blank and edited out, and there's just slides and clips of the Cobra Kai series? Let me know in the comments below. It's been on MMA Maniac for the second time. Remember to stay amazing. Bye.